Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now, yesterday I said I'd just have a quick look at a few Masdevallias. I've got none in bloom, but we'll just see if there's any growths on them. Unlike mixed Masdevallias, where he's got a greenhouse full of blooms, you know, he has quite a lot of Masdevallias there. And if you haven't seen his channel, I believe he's starting a website where he's going to start selling some Masdevallias. So you want to have a look at his channel and pick up some tips from him. That's what I do. Anyhow, that's besides the point. But this one is Masdevallia Auburn Hero. It's flowered twice, looking very, very nice. You can see the nice shiny leaf there, which is a new growth, and one there which is a new growth this year, but nothing coming up in the middle. That's the Auburn Hero. This one is a nice little plant, very small, Masdevallia striatella, and this is quite a warm growing one too, absolutely lovely. It's flowered once, just with one flower on, but the flower only lasted sort of 3 days. So I don't know whether I'm keeping these too wet or too dry. I think I'm probably keeping them too dry. Let's have a look at this one, see if there's any roots showing. Whoops. Come on, one pot at a time, one pot at a time. No roots showing at all. But how is it in the pot? Oh, I think if I lifted it up I could pull it out. So that needs a check on. We'll check on the roots on that one. Now this one is a Masdevallia granulosa, and it's in coconut husk. Now I've just read on one site, and I can't remember the name of the site. It wasn't mixed Masdevallias. It was somebody else in America who grows Masdevallias anyhow, and he said under no condition put them into coconut husk. But I did on this one, so let's see if we can see any roots on here. No, that's lacking in roots as well. So oh, there's one or two there, that's all. But I'll keep an eye on that one, because I really cure my coconut husk, so it shouldn't be causing them any salt problems. This is Masdevallia Pyxis, which it's flowered quite a few times, these. Strange little flowers, a bit like a trumpet, and so it's a nice colour actually, like a deep purple and red. But nothing spectacular about these, although it's a nice plant to look at. Masdevallia Pyxis. Masdevallia vechiana. This is flowered a couple of times for me, very nice, and the flowers last a long time. But it's strange, I can't see many roots on anything. There are a few, but not a big abundance of them just yet. So I'll have to start checking on these properly just to see as I'm doing them right. I'm trying to follow mix advice, but you know, you don't always do it. But that's the vechiana. I've got some more vechianas somewhere, the small ones, the Prince de Galles. So I'll see if I can find those. This is Masdevallia ignea, which is coming up with some nice new growths there. You can see the nice coloured leaf ones, those are the new growths. So let's have a look, see if we can see any roots on this one. Oh yeah, there's some there down at the bottom. There's some round the side as well. So that one's doing fine in just the bark, medium bark. And I think that's the Sumatran bark that I get from Spiceotics in the Midlands in the UK. That's another good firm to deal with. Yeah, here's one of the little Masdevallias Vecchiana Prince de Galles. There we are, just show it you. There we are, very tiny. I bought a plant and it split into three, and one of the three died off, and there's two left like this. So it's pulling that new growth up in the middle, so it looks like it's going to pull through this one. That's Masdevallias Vecchiana Prince de Galles. And I said we'd have a look at some tiny little Fragment pedium seedlings. Now I haven't bought these. These are what have come off the plants I have, and do you know, I just can't remember how I got them to this size or how they came off the plants. But they must have been when I've been repotting the mature plants. These have just been little things on the side that I took off and replanted. But I'll tell you what we've got here. This is the biggest one. This is the Humilia Arias, and that's the new growth, and it's putting up two new growths there. And these are beautiful. This is a cross between Cavacii and no roots showing yet because it's so small. The roots will be down in the centre. But that's Humilia Arias. That should be okay. Here's a little Fragment Garan Weaver. This is doing quite nice too. It's in a mixture of charcoal and small bark, that's all. But that's coming alright. That's Fragment Garan Weaver. I think I have another one somewhere. Is this it? No. Yep, this is another one. Probably in the same state. Yeah. Yeah, another Fragment Garan Weaver in exactly the same medium that the other one's in. And they're both doing quite nicely, those. A bit slow to take off at this size, but they will come on. And what's this other one we've got? Oh, Fragment Olaf Gruss. These are a very nice plant when they mature. I just forget what they're a cross between. Oh, it's not like me to forget things like that. And here's another Olaf Gruss, and this looks a lot sturdier down at the bottom end there. Looks like there's roots going to come out there. But these are all in charcoal and small bark. But they're doing quite well, I think. Well, this is one of my mature plants of Garan Weaver, and it's looking a little bit tatty at the moment for some reason. But what you can see now is these leaves need taking off because that's where it's flowered from. And what's happening now, the leaves are being discoloured because the new growths over at the back there are taking all the goodness away from the old one, and that will die off, and then we'll have a nice plant again. It's looking a little bit tatty at the moment. That's Fragment Garan Weaver. And here's the mature plant of the Fragment Olaf Gruss. This is a really nice planting, fine fettle as well it is. There I can see it better there. I love how the petals just curve over. Absolutely lovely. But this, I think, looks like it's growing on a rhizome. You can see how it's going from there to there. I don't know how many growths there are on here, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 there altogether. Might be 9, something like that. But that's beautiful. That's Fragment Olaf Gruss. Do you know, and I do forget what its makeup is, what its parents are. Yeah, I've forgotten about it. Oh well, I wanted to look it up again and I'll find out. That's Fragment Olaf Gruss. Lovely. And to finish off, we've got a new Phalaenopsis bloom. First time for me. It had these spikes on when I bought it sometime in the middle of last year or towards the end of last year, and it's Phalaenopsis Corning's Violet, a cross between Corningiana and Violacea. It's got a couple of buds here. It's got one couple here just trying to open, and it's got 1, 2, 3 here with one fully open, and I think it's rather nice. There we are. Phalaenopsis Corning's Violet. Absolutely lovely. I think these plants, you know, these Phalaenopsis species get really underrated by some people, but they really shouldn't be, because the flowers are very appealing, aren't they? Well, that's about all I've got for you today, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you for everybody who watched that care collab yesterday, sponsored by Ninja's Orchids. And until next time, thank you to all my subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would be very pleased if you did so. So until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.